Hey guys, it's LEGO Boy Z3. Today I have an unboxing of the Ivy Cube. So this is a Christmas present. It is a package from the Cubicle, and the Ivy Cube is a new cube from, I believe, QiYi. That's kind of like a shape mod of a pyraminx. So let's just get into this. So first up here we have a stand. So this is actually a Cubicle stand. It's clear. That's pretty interesting. I don't have any clear ones yet. And then we have the actual puzzle itself right here. And no business card. That's a little bit strange. They might have ran out of them. Anyway, here is the cube here, so you can see the front of it, and that's what it looks like on the inside. And so yeah, I believe it turns pretty similarly to a pyraminx, like without tips, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so we can just get into it here. Package, there we go. So here is the puzzle. Looks like it turns like this. Of course, it turns really well because it's made by a speed cubing company, QiYi, Mofengi, whatever. So it looks like it turns here, 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 and back here. So that's 4 sides, just like a pyraminx, and I believe these would be like the edges of the pyraminx on each side, and then these 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, are like the centers of the pyraminx. So I'm pretty sure this acts just like a cubiminx. I think that's the name that Tony Fisher gave to his version of this a really long time ago. So we can just scramble it up here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. And then we can go and begin to solve it. So let's think of how I would solve a pyraminx. So first I would get a top, like the center. So first we do put those 2 pieces in, put that piece in, seems simple enough, and then we would orient these 3 using the method that I use. Actually, the one flip algorithms that I normally use to solve a pyraminx should work really well for this puzzle because it pretty much works exactly like that, but I'm not really exactly sure how to do this, so I'm just going to use kind of keyhole instead. It's pretty cool how you can just use exactly a pyraminx method on this cube. But yeah, that's basically what I did. I'll make a tutorial on this eventually. That's kind of just a weird method I just made up all of a sudden. But here we have just a last layer case, looks like, so we can solve it like that. That's actually pretty interesting. That's a pretty fun puzzle. I really do like the pyraminx, and this is basically just like a different version of the pyraminx. It's a little bit easier because these edges don't have orientation. However, that could make it a little bit harder for some people, and it doesn't have tips, so that makes it a little bit easier. But it's also harder because it's a much different perspective of the original cube, just kind of like all other shape mods. But yeah, I really did enjoy solving that actually. It's pretty fun. Seems like a pretty simple and easy puzzle, probably a little bit easier than the pyraminx. Like I said, I'll make a tutorial on it eventually once I figure out the best way to solve it efficiently. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. This looks like a pretty cool puzzle, and I would recommend getting one of them because they're pretty cool. But that is just about it for this quick unboxing. I will have another unboxing also out tomorrow. So I'll see you guys next time.